Hey Most Amazing Top 10 family, I'm your host Cheetos, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. The internet is a wonderful place where you can educate yourself on all the wonders of the world, communicate with people in the far corners of the earth, or look at creepy images on Reddit. Whatever you want to do. Today we are sticking to the latter with our list of top 10 extremely cursed images. I scoured through Reddit to find the most cursed images possible. Some that will make the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and others that are just so strange I had to include them. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, stick around for the whole video because I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts that you guys love so much. If you want me to shout out your pet, hit me up on Instagram. Anyone looking for some more Most Amazing Top 10 content, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We are starting to do Facebook exclusive content, and we have a contest happening on our Facebook page. Every week we are going to be giving away prizes to people who follow the Facebook page and like and comment on the most recent Facebook exclusive video. This week's video is the Guess That YouTuber Challenge, and the prize is a Most Amazing Top 10 shirt signed by all the hosts of Most Amazing Top 10 and $200. Pretty good. And of course, guys, we are starting a new channel called Top 10 Central. You guys are for sure going to want to check that out. It's going to be some amazing new content, and we don't even know who the hosts are yet. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. At number 10, we have car party. So you're going for a nice scenic drive. You stop in a park to enjoy the view. Maybe you let your seat back while you catch a quick nap, and then you wake up and this is happening. I can't say I know exactly what is going on here, but it looks like they're trying to summon a succubus to eat that car's soul and turn it into the devil's favorite classic car. Hooded figures of any kind are never good. If they're wearing white, then they're with the KKK. If they got black hoods on, then most likely they're seconds away from summoning a demon to take over your body, and it will force its way out of your chest cavity. And if they have pink hoods on, then I think it's probably the KKK, but they're more fashionable. I don't really know how that works. There's a bunch of these guys too. I count 10 on screen, and it looks like there's an 11th guy who's like reaching his arms out. You can see his hands but not his body. This was planned. 11 dudes in hooded robes don't just run into each other on the street. Like, what are the chances? Hey, wanna go practice some dark arts on a car and scare the entire neighborhood? That sounds like a swell evening. Let's get to it. At number 9, we have Big Kill. Everyone has different phobias. Some are a little more universal than others. Like, a lot of people are afraid of heights. That's pretty normal. But I was watching Maury once, and there was a lady who was afraid of olives, which I don't really understand. They're technically a fruit, so maybe it's like the Dr. Apple situation. But another common fear is bugs, and let's see how you guys feel about this. Now, this could very well be photoshopped. I mean, it's most likely photoshopped, but it's a good one at that. But let's dip into our imagination for a moment and say this is the real thing. Grasshoppers the size of bull mastiffs. You would be able to hear this thing jump and land. It would sound like the thud of a kangaroo. Also, these beasts would have wings. That means they could launch off the ground and fly at you like an eagle trying to snatch a mouse out of an open field. If this thing crawled out of a cave somewhere, everyone would be running around like this. At number 8, we have We're Not Gonna Make It. Sticking on the theme of fears, a lot of people are terrified of flying. Personally, I love flying. An excuse to sit, nap, and play video games for several hours? That's perfect. Please give me more of that. Also, dying in a plane crash might be like kind of fun. It would be like a roller coaster on the way down. You'd be like, whoa, how long is this drop? It feels like 10,000 feet. It's just the bottom that would suck, yeah. But for those of you who are a little afraid of flying, let me know how this cursed image makes you feel. Oh my god, I know I said I wouldn't be afraid of being in a plane crash, but looking out the window and seeing that would probably make my heart fall out of my butt. They're above the clouds here. It looks like the engine got blasted out. If you looked out the window and saw that, you probably need to move seats eventually because you sweat all the way through your chair. At number 7, we have Peekaboo. We are going to start this one off with the picture. I can't tell what room in the house this is happening in, but I'm guessing it's the bathroom. It looked like a picture someone took while they were taking a private little poop or something. They were sitting down for a nice little private time by themselves. They looked up and then they saw this staring back at them. And then all they heard was, "Just checking up on ya." I'm trying to break down what this thing is. It looks like it has a hairy face and those creepy plastic eyes, so maybe it's like a giant Furby or a mascot head. This is the kind of thing I would put in my own bathroom to make sure all my guests have PTSD after they use my bathroom. That is just a perfect prank. At number 6, we have Too Hot to Stop. Sometimes you gotta be true to yourself, no matter what the circumstances. Like this kid in this picture. He's not stopping for anyone. Is that place on fire? Is it very dangerous? And does it look like it's spreading? Well, sometimes you just gotta swing. It doesn't matter if the world is falling apart and the fire marshal is nowhere to be found. He wants to get 6 feet above the ground and pump his legs to increase velocity. I like his style. Nothing's gonna break this kid's stride. He abides by no trends, not even fire safety. At number 5, we have Don't Touch My Cheetos. Once you move out on your own, you appreciate how much your parents will put into keeping a house clean, because if you're not careful, that can quickly get out of hand, and on top of that, you might go over to someone else's place and everything is disgusting, like this. This looks like something pulled right out of Resident Evil. This isn't a picture of a home, this is a horror show. There's probably 100 cockroaches there. Could you imagine waking up and then you reach for those Cheetos and right when you touch it, 100 roaches just spill out of everywhere? I think I would rather be riding on that plane with a broken engine. Also, do the roaches have to infect my crunchy Cheetos, man? Those are like on the top 10 snack foods. The Pringles can go, I don't care, and I've never really liked Pringles, and the can is too hard to get the last chip out of. Like my hands aren't even that big and they can't get in there. Someone like Andre the Giant couldn't get the last Pringle to save his life. At number 4, we have How Do I Look? Old black and white pictures are almost always creepy. There's something about the way they dress, how no one ever smiles in the picture, and the fact that everyone in the picture is dead because it's so old. Like they're not actually dead at that time, but they've died over time. You guys get it. Yet you're still holding a living image of them. It's weird. And this picture is no exception. The title of this picture is Talent Show, so I'm assuming this is a creepy kid standing on a stage waiting to show everyone his best rendition of some old-timey song that would be sung with no music playing. All of those people in the background, I'm assuming that they're an audience, but they also look like they're pulled right out of the movie The Others. And back on the smiling point, why aren't any of them smiling? No one is smiling. This is like that invention trend for memes. Was smiling not invented yet? Is that what happened? Everyone stares at the camera like they're looking at someone dressed as Big Bird. At number 3, we have Archeology Major. Nothing like another day working as a construction worker, breaking your back trying to make money to feed your kids, and then an unexpected visitor shows up to halt your workday. How rude. Yeah, when these dudes came into work that day, they didn't expect to be involved in a murder investigation. On the bright side, this would be a free day off. On the downside, you would have the image of that skeleton burned into your head for who knows how long. Usually when I fall asleep at night, I don't want flashbacks from the human remains I found on the job site. At number 2, we have funeral cake. I want my funeral to be a massive party. I don't want people to be crying and wearing black. I want them to be looking hot. And there'll be a karaoke machine and everyone is singing while there's a massive flag in the background with my face on it just waving. That's what I really want. I think this guy was kind of going for the same thing. I think he was headed in the direction of having a funeral being a party, but maybe he should have detailed it a little better in his will. Serving a massive cake in the image of your dead body isn't really the best way to get people going in like a party mood. Whoever got the square of cake with your eyeball on it would probably just cry into it the whole time. That sounds very sad. At number 1, we have date night. In the age of dating apps, a lot of the time you have no idea what you're getting into before you meet up with the person. Yeah, you have pictures, but those can be photoshopped, so you're never too sure. But this picture almost seems like the perfect match. Like, oh my god, you have a paper mache rodent head? I have a paper mache rodent head. Like, we were made for each other. I'm very curious as to how these two heads were made. Was it some sort of art project that went in a weird direction, or was this a Photoshop image? Or is it real? Are these people actually, do they have heads like that? I don't know. Once again, I think the spooky factor is increased tenfold from the strange old-timey clothing and the black and white faded effect. It makes the two of them look like they're some sort of science experiment from the early 20th century. Alright everyone, that is our list, and as promised, I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts. If you want me to shout out your pet, hit me up on Instagram. The way it works is Monday through Friday, I pick 5 pets each day from people who message that day. Every day it resets, so if you didn't get picked one day, you can message back another day. This makes it fair for everyone and gives everyone a chance to get a shout out. If it takes a little long for me to message you back, I'm sorry, my inbox is like overflowing with messages, which I love so much. I love the community getting involved. And without taking any longer, let's shout out some pets. First we have Lay and her cat Deem. I love when cats do that little thing with their tongue like that. It's so adorable. Stacy sent in a pic of Bravo. This guy loves to dig. I bet he's about to turn that hill into a massive hole. I love when dogs chill under it like that. Next we have Montana's cat Fiona and Maxwell. 2 little snuggle buddies all together. They're amazing. Emily sent in a picture of her dog Levy. This dog has some professional headshots. He must be a famous boy. And finally we have Haley's cat Fudge. A great name for a great cat. Very cute. Alright everyone, that is our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. If you need more Most Amazing Top 10 content, check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We're starting to do Facebook exclusive content, and don't forget about that contest. You guys are going to want to check that out. Go to the page, like the page, follow the page, then like and comment on this week's most recent video, which is Guess That YouTuber, and you'll be entered in a contest to win a shirt signed by the whole Most Amazing Top 10 staff and $200. Until next time, I've been Cheetos, and I gotta find some more cursed images. I loved that.